turn that one on, would you? Just to make sure.
Hello, testing, hello, testing. It's kind of soft.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, testing.
Too soft.
Yeah. I'm going to use my head mic, but right.
Testing, testing, testing. Not soft, but actually I should mute that mic. Nobody's going to be over there, right?
Right. Donnie will use this for his announcements.
Let's check out your cordless.
Hello, testing. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Hello. Oh, testing at home too. You ready? You're early. Hello, testing. Shabbat shalom. Okay. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. The cantor is on the mend. She had the flu. She had no voice at all for a while. Voice is coming back, but not quite there, so I told her to stay home this week and rest her voice, and she will be back with us next week. So I grabbed out my old guitar that I used to play in my other congregation. I'm here, not pretending to be by any means, to be her by any means, but so we can have some music to sing along with. It is Shabbat. It's that time of the week. The chance for us to gather our thoughts. It's a gift from God. Take a moment to reflect on the past week. Thank God for the many blessings we have in our lives and ask God to give us strength for the challenges we face. So let's take a moment of silent reflection as we think about the past week. And I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and inhale the second soul we receive on Shabbat. And as we exhale the troubles and the worries we have, leave them at the door, tell them we'll pick them up after Shabbat is over. And we continue on page 10 with Yudid Nefesh. Yudid Nefesh av harachaman, Yudid Nefesh av harachaman, mishochav decha, el ritzonecha, mishochav decha, ya lai 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 lai, el ritzonecha, yarutz avdecha, kemo ayal, yishtachave lai lai lai, ya la la lai lai lai, el muhadarecha. Yudid Nefesh av harachaman, Yudid Nefesh av harachaman, mishochav decha, el ritzonecha, mishochav decha, ya lai 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 lai, el ritzonecha. We continue welcoming Shabbat by saying the blessings over the Shabbat candles on page 2 and page 3. Anyone celebrating a birthday or an anniversary this week would like to help me with lighting the candles? Quiet week, all right? That's already lit. So join with me on page 3, in the middle of the page 3. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue on page 12. Psalm 95. Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song. For Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. We continue on page 20 as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabela. Try that again with me. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabela. Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmiyanu, El hamiyuchad Adonai echad, Ushemo echad. L'shemul tiferet v'letchila, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Likrat Shabbat l'chu v'nelcha ki mikor, haberacha merosh mikedem nisucha. Sof ma'aseh v'machshavati la, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Hidori kiva ore, Kumi uri, shir daberi. Kavod Adonai, Elayich nigla, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila. We rise to greet the Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala gam b'simcha, Uvetzola tochem unei am segula. Boi chala, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila, Lichadodi likwat kala, Pinei Shabbat nikabila. Please be seated. Bottom of page 25. Waking from his sleep, Jacob said, "Truly Adonai is in this place, and I did not know it." He was awestruck and said, "How awe-inspiring is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." We continue on page 24, an oldie but goodie. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidhem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We continue on page 28, and we rise for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach, Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and season glides. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. And on page 32, everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Hashem, Givo Malchuto. Please be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha Hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta ba'am, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'aderech, u'shachbecha uv'kumecha, u'kshartam la'ot al yadecha, v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha, Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkaru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kadoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, emet. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. There is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Yai lai 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 la la lai yai lai 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 ya la 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 lai ya lai la lai lai yai la 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 lai lai la lai lai la 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 lai Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot osef eleh, norah tehilot osef eleh. Malachutecha ra'u v'necha, v'okei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miri. Ze'elianu v'amru, Ze'elianu v'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 ya la lai yai lai 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 ya la 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 lai ya lai la lai 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 ya la lai ya la lai lai ya la lai lai lai. Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. V'al Yerushalayim, v'al kol amo, v'al Yerushalayim, shalom. V'al Yerushalayim, v'al kol amo, v'al Yerushalayim, shalom. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat through all the ages, the covenant for all time. It's a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth. On the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dortam berit olam. We continue on page 46 and we rise for the tefillah. Adonai sufatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot v'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor L'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rav L'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Mi Chamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimid Umachaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion, restored in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha, b'yira na'avod. Before we continue our communal prayer of thanksgiving, Modim anachnu lach, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your own lives, to think of something that you are personally grateful for that you would like to offer thanks to God. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul or light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha l'chana l'hodot. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon L'chol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon. L'chol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha. Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha. Tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha livarech et daimcha Yisrael b'chol eit u'b'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We continue on page 253. We take a moment to think of loved ones and friends who are ill in need of healing, either physically, emotionally, spiritually. We ask God to bring blessings upon them. Vishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah and Rebekah, Rachel and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Anyone have names they'd like to offer out loud for our prayer?
My brother-in-law and my boyfriend's brother.
For those and all others who are ill, we ask God's blessing. Mishebeirach Avotenu Mikor habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach imotenu Mikor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We continue with silent prayer, a chance for our own personal thoughts and meditations. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri V'goali V'goali. The Torah portion this week is Shemot. We begin reading the book of Exodus. And it starts to tell the journey of the Israelites from slavery to freedom. It is a foundational story we tell every year and retell again and again at the Passover Seder. But why is it so important that we tell the story over and over again? The story begins with a new Pharaoh, one who does not know Joseph or all that Joseph did for the Egyptians. And instead of gratitude, this Pharaoh feels threatened. He says to his people, "Look, the Israelite people are much too numerous for us. Let us deal shrewdly with them so they may not increase. Otherwise, in the event of war, they may join our enemies and rise up against us." We know what happens next. The Israelites are oppressed and enslaved. The Egyptians are ruthless to them. Yet the Torah tells us something remarkable. The more they were oppressed, the more they increased and spread out. Pharaoh then orders that every firstborn Israelite boy be killed. Yocheved tries to save her son by placing him in a basket in the Nile. Pharaoh's daughter finds him, adopts him, and names him Moses, and raises him as her own. Years later, Moses, as a young adult Egyptian, sees an Egyptian taskmaster beating an Israelite slave. We don't know if he figures out along the way that he is an Israelite or he just is enraged at the unfairness and the cruelty. So he reacts in anger, kills the taskmaster, and then has to flee Egypt for his safety. And then after settling down in Midian County comfortably with his wife Zipporah and his family, God appears to Moses in the burning bush and sends him back to Egypt, back to the place of trauma, to help free his people. So I want to linger and go back to the phrase I mentioned. But the more they were oppressed, the more they increased and spread out. Does that sound familiar? The details may change from generation to generation, but the pattern does it. Again and again, one group turns against the Jewish people, tries to exert power over us, tries to diminish us, and again, we not only survive, we find ways to thrive. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs explained it this way: Jewish history is not merely a story of Jews enduring catastrophes that might have spelled the end to less tenacious groups. It is that after every disaster, Jews renew themselves. They discover some hidden reservoir of spirit that fueled new forms of collective self-expression as the carriers of God's messages to the world. We can see this throughout our history, not only in Egypt, but after the division of the kingdom following Solomon's death, came the great literary prophets, Amos and Hosea, Isaiah and Jeremiah. You would think that once Solomon died, the kingdom was done, we would be finished, but that brought forth the prophets. After the destruction of the first temple, out of the destruction of the first temple and the Babylonian exile, the Torah, which once was transmitted orally, got written down with the scholars in Babylonia, and is close to the form we know today. After the destruction of the second temple, the Talmud was written. Following the expulsion from Spain, Kabbalah flourished. And after the horrors of the Holocaust came the rebirth of the State of Israel. Through the centuries, we have drawn strength from our challenges and endurance from our history. That strength really begins with Jacob. That is our source of the strength. Jacob, who wrestled with the angel through the night and prevailed. He emerged wounded, limping, but victorious. We may have fought all night, we may be tired, we may be wounded, but we prevail. You might think Rabbi Sachs wrote these words in response to October 7th, or to the rise of anti-Semitism we are experiencing in this country and worldwide. But he wrote them in 2016. Actually, he was not alive October 7th. He had passed on. But he wrote these in 2016, so things don't change. Yes, it is a very difficult time to be Jewish. Yes, there are moments when I just want to crawl into a hole and pretend none of this is happening. When I feel most overwhelmed, I remember our history, our endurance as a people. I remember the comfort I feel when I walk through the doors at RTR. I remember the deep sense of feeling at home when we travel to Israel, even during the time of danger. I remember the strength I gained simply from being among other Jews who understand, who care, who show up. And I remember why we as Jews are still here. Shemot reminds us that liberation does not begin when the struggle ends. It begins in the midst of the struggle, when we refuse to disappear, when we continue to grow, when we find strength we didn't know we had. May we draw courage from our past, strength from one another, hope from the knowledge that even in the hardest moments, we are still becoming the people we are meant to be. And may we continue together, as our ancestors did, to do our part in making this world just, more compassionate, and more whole. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with the Aleinu on page 282, and we all rise. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kugei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד Ushmo, Ushmo, Ushmo Echad. Please be seated. Take a moment now to remember friends and loved ones who have passed on, knowing that even though their physical presence is gone, their spiritual presence always remains. And if you look in your Sidurim, between page 288 and 293, there are several readings to read before we recite Kaddish together. I invite you to look them over, see if there's one that speaks to you at the moment for what you're experiencing morning-wise, and read it to yourself quietly, and then we will join together as a congregation to recite the Kaddish as a community.
I have
Not yet. Not yet. If you're here to say Kaddish for a loved one, after I recite their name, I invite you to rise so we can acknowledge you as a mourner. Then we will join together to say Kaddish. On Shabbat, remember, during the period of Shloshim, Deborah Beth Gadamak, daughter of Judith Greenberg, Gerald Koblin, David Greenberg in the period of Shana, Ben Bard, uncle of Barbara Ertznecker, Rose Block, mother of Jane Aronoff, Arthur Bookman, father of Robert Bookman, Marilyn Chernick, aunt of Miriam Avstrai, Edith Erdheim, mother-in-law of Deborah Erdheim, Dora Ertznecker, mother of Harvey Ertznecker, Abe Finkelstein, father-in-law of Rena Finkelstein, Leopold Gottfried, father of Philip Gottfried, Erwin Greenberg, father of Jennifer Rothbard, Marilyn Helfgott, cousin of Miriam Ostrai, Abraham Nudelman, grandfather of Eve Fox, Ruth Pollock, mother of Rita Katz, Esther Rothfuss, grandmother of Marlene Stoll, Sally Schoenberg, and Fran Grossman, Howard Rubin, father of Eva Stein, Edward Schoenberg, brother of Barry Schoenberg, Jerry Schulman, father of Libby Rosenblum, Helene Solomon, grandmother of Andrew Solomon, Genia Spector, mother of Boris Spector, Alex Willen, grandfather of Warren Willen, Sidney Zaro, father of Gail Hoffman. We also remember Dorothy Adrian, Mayor Apothekar, Pearl Allen Davis, Martin Goldstein, Max Greenberg, Anna Gross, Lillian Levine, Eugene Levine, Judith Montag, Pearl Nyman, Lorraine Postal, Ann Robbins, Howard Rubin, Joseph Schlesinger, and Irving Shapiro. Are there any other names you want to mention for Kaddish this evening? I invite the congregation to rise and join the mourners as we recite Kaddish together, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyomeichon, uv'chayei dechol bet Yisrael, v'gala uvizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, Shmei Dekudashah Baruchu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushmechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mumav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace bestow peace on all who mourn. May we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. And we all say, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Janice Bergman to share some announcements with us.
Shabbat Shalom. Tomorrow morning, Taste of Torah will meet in person and on Zoom at 9 a.m., followed by Shabbat morning services in person and on Zoom beginning at 10:30 a.m. Also tomorrow morning, our amazing volunteers will travel to New York City for a breakfast run coordinated with the Midnight Run organization. Thank you to everyone who has volunteered and donated to this truly important mitzvah of caring for those in need. Our special concert to say goodbye to our accompanist, Elliot Roman, has been postponed.
But you move a little closer
Please
here.
stay tuned for a future date. The Adult Education Committee and WRJ Sisterhood are hosting a book discussion on Zoom on Tuesday, January 13th at 7:30 p.m. Read The Star and the Shamrock by Jean Granger and join the discussion led by Jill Tanny. Movie Club is watching Crossing Delancey and Selma. They will meet on Zoom to discuss them both on Monday, January 19th. If you are new to Movie Club, reach out to Barry Fleischman for a Zoom link. WRJ Sisterhood will hold a gardening program on Wednesday, January 21st at 1 p.m. in the multipurpose room. Please RSVP to Sandy Aronson. Thank you to WRJ Sisterhood and the Men's Club for sponsoring tonight's Oneg. If you would like to sponsor an Oneg in honor of or in memory of someone, please contact the office. Shabbat Shalom.
That's- Page 625. $321, sorry. There's double sets of pages. I read the wrong. $321. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Ve'et Nasa, V'chefso Kol, Hazai Melech, Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei, Kichot HaKol, Levado, Yimlok Nora, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yiyeh, V'tifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'et Nasa B'chefso Kol Zai Melech Shemo Nikro V'yacharei Kichot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh Hu Yiyeh B'tifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'et Nasa B'chefso Kol Zai Melech Shemo Nikro V'yacharei Kichot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh B'tifara V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh B'tifara. V'hu echad v'ein sheni lahamshilo v'hakbira v'li reshit v'li tachlit v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra v'hu eli v'chai goali v'tzorch hevli v'etzara v'hu nisi umanos li V'nat kosi, v'yom ekra. Ready? Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'et Nasa B'chefso Kol Zai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kichot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh Hu Yiyeh B'tifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'et Nasa B'chefso Kol Zai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kichot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh B'tifara V'hu Haya V'hu Hoveh B'tifara. Biyado Avkid Ruchi Beit Ishan V'ayira V'imruchi Geviyati Adonai li V'lo ira Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzin nirali eit nasa v'cheso kol zay melech shemo nekro v'acharei kichota kol v'vado yimlok nara v'hu haya v'hu hove hu yeh b'tifera Adon olam asher malach b'terem Tzir nirali eit nasa v'cheso kol zay melech shemo nekro v'acharei kichota kol v'vado yimlok nara v'hu haya v'hu hove b'tifera v'hu haya v'hu haya Batifara. Into God's hands I give my soul when I am asleep, when I am awake, and even if my soul should leave my body, God is with me. I will not fear. Shabbat Shalom. Please join me in the back for Motzi and Kiddush.